Hello everybody, welcome to Reggie's Cooking Time. It is March 11th, 2021. We had a little bit of snow last night, but it's pretty much all melted today because it did get high enough. So far what I have done is I have taken my little frying pan and I have sauteed about 1/4 of a medium onion in just a little bit of olive oil. So the recipe I have today is for scalloped potatoes and ham out of the board cookbook. It's on page 216, 217 from Mrs. S.B. Sigurdsson. So it says 1 cup of shredded Velveeta cheese, but I am not using Velveeta cheese. I am just going to use what I have in the fridge. So, and 1 tablespoon of chopped onions, which I have sauteed to put in the sauce. So the sauce consists of 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm using just regular butter. 1 tablespoon of butter, and then I have 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, because what I want to do is I want to make kind of a roux, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to mix it all together. It says until it becomes smooth. So it really doesn't take that long because there isn't that much of the roux. So see, it's getting there. So it just needs to mix a little bit. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of milk to make the sauce. So here we go. And I just know that I need to stir it all the time so it just stays smooth and gets thick because of the flour. And I just use 2% milk. Nothing special. It doesn't ask for pepper, but I will put in just a little bit of pepper. And of course I don't measure it. And so I'm stirring this, and it says to remove from the heat when you add the milk, which unfortunately, of course, I didn't do. But here we go. And then it says to put it back on the heat and to bring it back to a boil, stirring constantly, and then stir for about a minute. So let me go ahead and bring this to a boil and stir for a minute, and I'll be back. Okay, the sauce is getting ready, and it's just about to a boil. So I'm going to put the onions in that I sauteed earlier. And previous to this, getting this ready, this actually calls for 5 cups of sliced cooked potatoes. So I went ahead in my little saucepan and boiled some red potatoes. And I have the skin still on them, so I will be cleaning them up, taking the skin off. And oh, this is looking so good for a sauce. And it's been just about a minute. So I will take this off the stove and just let it hang out for a while until I have sliced the potatoes and put them in my pan. Now, I have also buttered my pan, and I will show it to you. I have buttered my little casserole pan, and it says a 3/4, and I think this would be about 3/4, maybe a little less. But I only did like 5 potatoes, so it should be just enough to go into my pan. So as you can see, I have my red potatoes here. I am going to scrape off the peel. I don't know, there was just something today that made me want to cook them in the peel because I knew that I could like take the peel off. And they're still kind of warm, the potatoes. So let me go ahead and I'm going to just peel the rest of these potatoes and show you my next step. I have peeled my potatoes and they are cooked just nice. And I have this little egg slicer. So I'm going to make it easy on myself and just slice the potatoes with an egg slicer. And it works pretty slick, I must say. Okay, so it says to put 1/3 of the potatoes on the bottom. So I'm just putting I'm just putting the potatoes on the bottom. That's what I get for using an egg slicer. So when my mom got really sick and us kids were no longer there in the 90s, my dad was the chief cook and bottle washer at the house. And he had a recipe for scalloped potatoes and ham that was phenomenal. And obviously I don't know where that is. So, but okay, there is 1/2 or 1/3 of the potatoes. And I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of ham. I got this little diced ham. Just so, of course, I want to make it easy for you guys. That's why I'm glad that the potatoes were cooked. And then we'll go ahead and pop open the cheese. And it says to put 1/3 cup on 1/3 cup on the potatoes and the ham. Cheese. I like cheese. And then we're going to put half of the sauce on the first layer of potatoes. So, I know, I say so a lot. And yes, it's one of my filler words, just like all right. And I have my little spatula here. And I'm going to put half the sauce on the first layer. Then we're going to go ahead and cut up another potato. I hope everybody is doing okay. I know it seems like it's been a long week today, but I haven't done much of anything. And I've ordered Harvey's medicine, and I made banana bread for you on Monday, and now I'm making some scalloped potatoes and ham. So, and then I can just have a great weekend. Most of my weekends are good. I mean, my life is amazing. And I know I'm not looking at y'all, but y'all make me nervous. So, okay, so I put another layer of potatoes, put another layer of ham, we'll put some cheese. Again, I love cheese. And then the last layer is another potato. And that is going to be it. So the cheese went on there. I'll put the rest of the sauce. Next time I think I'm going to make it with maybe some cream and mushroom soup. Just to see if it is, of course, it's going to be just a little bit more saucy. And then just make some, like maybe some onions, sauteed onions to go in it. All right. So this here is, see, all right. All right is a filler word, I know, just like so. But this is me, y'all. Just trying to take it easy and have a good time. Enjoy my life. And these cooking videos and these baking videos make me happy. And what else you're going to do? My full-time job is taking care of Harvey, which is such a blessing. And it is allowing me to stay home with Harvey and not have to go out just in case something would happen. And this is my life. So we'll put on some more cheese. I'm using a whole bag of cheese. Okay, that's enough cheese and the ham. Put them in the trash. Okay, everybody, let me wash my hands and then I'll show you this before I put it in the oven. And just so you guys know, I appreciate each and every one of you that checks out my videos. You know, it isn't about how many likes I get, how many followers I get. It was, but it is not anymore. How many likes I get, how many followers I get. It's just that I want to bring a piece of happiness to you, the viewer. And if I do that, that is what is bringing love to my heart. All right, so see, I used them both again. I am going to put on some pepper on the top because it just needs a little something on the top. I will cover this with aluminum foil. I have started my oven at 350. I will cover this for 30 to 35 minutes. My house should smell amazing. And I will post a picture once it is done of the finished product. So I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for coming on and being with me right now. And God bless you. I love you. And have a wonderful weekend. And see you Monday.